Team Liquid looking like they are going to position the Seraphine in the hands of Hans Sama.
Yeah, and okay, so it's gonna be Swain mid for Bjergsen. An answer to a lot of dive, right? So he sees Vi, he sees Aatrox, he sees relatively short range AD and Lucian, and he's saying, you're coming at us. I have the answer here with the Swain, with the Enchanter behind me here of that Seraphine. It's gonna be really hard to actually punch through that Aatrox. And I do like that it's actually swapped to mid because I think it's a really bad matchup into the Aatrox top. I just don't think you actually have the damage to really bully him out, and he can look for these very, very aggressive trades. The Azir could be problematic, right? You know, you're going to be relying, I think, a lot on the poke to actually whittle him down. Double first strike on FlyQuest side and Ignite for Philip again. So he wants to go at Whippo.
With the Seraphine there in the hands of Hans Sama, of course, hitting that ultimate bouncing off all of these bruisers that are in front of him is one of the most important things in this team fight. That's how you get through the Azir, because that can headshot an Azir. All you have to do, if you hit that ultimate, if Azir does not have flash, if he's already used a shuffle, if you're able to get a Nautilus ultimate to hit him in place and make sure that you get the Seraphine bounce, then you can just destroy him.
And I think he's definitely going to need either a Banshees or a Zone Use because of that. You know, it's going to be a question of if he thinks he can actually avoid the Seraphine poke to actually remove the Banshees, because that feels like that would be the big one. But it's going to be a really interesting game.
There is, I'm running Guardian, like we're going to be fine there. Pretty nice trade out of Whippo. Going to feel really good at this one as he can just always jump right back out. Renekton definitely favored this matchup.
Yeah, Philip just didn't have the angle there. If he had the chain from straight on down the lane, then you can't just dash out of it so easily. But it was kind of a side-to-side chain, which means Philip can just dash out back very, very easily. Trying to look for these aggressive trades here every time the Electrocute is up. Drop the E on the Lucian, dash in, get a little bit of damage down there, and see how much you can actually farm with the first strike. But they got him rooted up. They're going to look for a kill.
Q cleanses away, so taking some damage. Won't quite die as the Ignite was cleansed pretty quickly. Can't get back too much. Afro running out of mana as well. Can't get that much healing.
Vi is coming down the river, but seen by the wards. So that's why Afro was trying to keep CoreJJ interested. If it wasn't for that ward staying Vi, maybe they're able to bait somebody back in, but it is going to be unsuccessful move from the Vi down river. Team Liquid coming back to try and push this wave in. Get the full crash.
Interestingly, FlyQuest, I think, made the thought that, oh, it's not going to be a very aggressive lane. You're not going to trade against Seraphine too much. It's the Relic Shield start for Afro. It's why he's out of mana. It's why he can't sustain Johnson. But I'm just surprised you pick Lucian Nami and you're not expecting to trade.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just dead. He just gets hooked in. That's got to have been a hook from CoreJJ. Afro just gets hit in broad daylight.
It's probably one of those, oh, go into the brush, fake that you're...
Almost sealed the fate. Anchor, good dash away and doesn't catch anyone else. But Santorin, gonna find a face check, decent damage, you pillar.
Now they have no hook to follow it up though.
But can he walk far enough away? He might have to burn his own flash. He does, doesn't want to run left through Santorin. I think he would have died if he'd ran left, but I choose to get over the wall.
It's a tough call, man. I don't know, like double longsword already? You are very squishy at this point.
Yeah, I believe it's up for the Santorin now as well. Jose, he's gonna try
got
for
flash,
it.
so he could.
Yeah, he could
yellow it.
And decides, I don't want to guarantee to lose my flash just to have a chance at Drake.
Yeah.
And they get rid of the ward in time anyway, and it's not going to be a good possibility. So claim on the dragon, Team Liquid.
That's why you always pull the dragon out. If it was still in the origin point, then there's not as much of a risk there of trying to go for a little yo-yo play. But with CoreJJ there and the dragon pulled out, you get hooked in. You can't get back over even to the wall to flash.
And Hans already hovering here. He has the read. If they go for this and they don't see core, they could easily die.
Whippo has ult. Q not going to land at the start. Here's the Ignite for aggro, though. He's got to cut back a little bit. Did he have the damage? Scoops him back in. Core flashes in, flies, and does not find the kill, but you've got a very low health Whippo. Pull back in onto JOSEDEODO. Is going to stay alive now as well.
You can't stay around. There's going to be more reinforcements from Team Liquid coming up.
Yeah, and you got Swain coming around, Trundle coming around, healing enough for Whippo. He's going to stay alive. Yes, he's out of flash, but you can always TP to fully heal back up. Almost stops the recall. The instincts to take the correct brush. Philip gets out.
A play like that does have pretty big costs. So that was a very important read from Team Liquid. Good communication. Whippo and CoreJJ talking constantly there. Core comes up. He hovers just out of the Fog of War. Great vision toggle there by the observers to see it. And it gives Team Liquid the extra presence here with all the extra health bars and the recalls. They just start up this Rift Trail. They've got the members. FlyQuest coming a little bit late.
Somebody's gonna claim it. There's Herald on the inventory, but they could go for a bit more here. CoreJJ level 5, get away from the first slow. When's the ult coming across there? He is 6. Will there be a fight? Bjergsen with ult's gonna be really hard to fight though. Aatrox buying a bit of time, getting another 1k health. I mean, this is honestly, he's pretty much ultable. Dives in with the flash, gets over the wall. Does he have the damage? JOSEDEODO takes down one, but he trades his life back for it. Santorin over the wall, but Core JJ doesn't have an easy way out. He was slowed. The sword is going to claim it. A 2-for-1 in favor of FlyQuest. And now Bwipo, without an ult, without a flash, takes the culling, finds his stun. But how do you get away from this one? He's not going to find it. Double dash, it's not going to matter. Who gets the red buff? They're going to try to give it to Johnson. He claims it. 3-1 FlyQuest.
FlyQuest battling back here. Hans is pushing on that bottom side. TL did get the Herald, but FlyQuest
Going to be about 2 plates of gold worth for them, so FlyQuest quite happy.
Really beautiful stuff out of FlyQuest. The Rose really played nicely. Bwipo will not get back, and that means he gets yoinked. Well done. Good trade by Philip, who's already feeling good about top side.
And now he probably has to leave with Jose in the area, and he doesn't know the exact timer on Vi ulti for sure. You know, Vi about to have it, so he's got to wait around. He's camping this brush to make sure that Jose isn't wrapping around on him, because if Vi face checks you, you will win that with your ulti. So trying to make sure that he's not getting wrapped around on, now drops the ward to cover and make sure that he's not getting dove still. You know, smart play there from Bwipo, and does have to pop the ulti, so I don't know if there's a scrap going on top side.
I think he pressed it to just maybe get top lane clear, no problem. Didn't want to get maybe one shot by Philip diving with Ignite. I think that was maybe the possibility, just afraid of that one. But bot lane, plates work down, plates shared. Of course, has to drop the solo gold, make sure it goes to the carries, and that is Team Liquid back in the gold lead now off of a huge Rift Arrow.
The balance of jungle pressure here, seeing Vi camping top lane so much, Bwipo is earning his team presence on the bottom side. So full tower there for Team Liquid. First one of the game. You also get the bonus tower gold there. So in fact, much more than the expected just 2 turret plate value. Huge stuff. It also lets them get their reset off before Dragon. 13 seconds on. Perfect reset time.
And Drake is going to be 2-0. And so far, Drakes have actually been completely correlated with the winner of the game. So though it is a close one, Team Liquid already halfway to Mountain Soul.
And that's the plan from Champion Select. When you've got these 1-item power spike, team fighting giant AoE champions for Team Liquid, huge, huge, huge vision for them. Just fully lit up for Team Liquid. So that's why, with the confidence, he knows there's only one bush that he could be hiding in, and it's that lane brush. So as long as he respects the distance from the lane brush, they can keep on pushing. Bwipo even moved back in. They only gave up. I believe it was at 1 turret plate already taken, so I think it was only 1 turret plate there on the top side, and Team Liquid got to take over the whole red quadrant jungle.
So back to a pretty close game gold-wise right now. There are some waves to farm. I mean, that's 200 gold right there for Bjergsen easily. So lead is still there. Team Liquid side, gold as well as the Drakes and Santorin coming around behind Philip. Flash, ult, all available. Going to be hard to find a kill onto him. And next dash going to be up pretty soon. Going to go ahead and take the first slow. Running a bit lower on HP. Does not get the pullback on a Santorin. Burns his own flash. Could be a kill. Q flash would kill. He doesn't even need it. Just walks in, takes a bite out of crime.
Troll King! How many times does it have to happen? Santorin again on this champion.
Early ult. Gets away from the slow, but will he get yoinked back for the rest of it? There's the ult for J. Everything else is going to land, no problem. 1v3, he's going to try his best. Gore Drinker's up. Gets a bit of health back after the Q3, but he's still going to drop. There's no way you live through this one with everything on cooldown. Team Liquid get one. Bjergsen gets the credit.
And again, the groundwork from Team Liquid. The fundamentals are way better. They completely wipe out this vision in the long lane where there's no tower. Come around, they pick the split pusher again. Before the objective, 30 seconds left on that dragon, and they can easily set it up. They're even going to force down secondary tower here with how quick Santorin is attacking.
Yeah, Trundle just crushes towers, but it's been a tough one for Philip, right? He's getting picked off in that side lane. Has really very little vision actually covering him in his own jungle. And that is one of the disadvantages of playing an Enchanter support. It's very difficult for Afro to actually, make these solo trips in. And Core is just moving around, looking for picks constantly.
Gonna find a plate for the backside. The JOSEDEODO's around, flashes back to safety. Pillar by some time. Good damage out of the sway. Will it be enough? Flashing over the wall. A second kill now to Bjergsen, chasing in for more. TP comes across. Bubble is early. And that means Bwipo can find a target. Too quick, you can jump the wall, stays alive, but third Drake is alive, and there's no way.
Again, a massive snowball from Team Liquid. Really, really well done this time. They pick off the jungler. Ooh. Don't get the Seraphine ult over the top, but they want to push in tower first before returning for the dragon. Herald will definitely ensure that they get it 100%. 5 seconds left on Jose on that Vi.
Looking for a play, not going to find one here is FlyQuest. They can kill a ward. 30 gold goes to Aftermove, but mid lane tier 1 is out.
Do want to highlight as well, one of the big differences here from Pro Trundle to Solo Q Trundle They only put a couple of points in Q before maxing the W. That's why Santorno always attacks so quickly, burns down these objectives. Vi is up now, though, because they stayed around on the first tower. Vi is here, and they're going to push them out.
Wow, without ults, they give up the chance at Soul Point for a turret. They could have killed another point in time.
Too much of a time investment.
So he is going for the Banshees. You know, I said he had to go for Banshees or the Zonias. He does elect to go for that Banshees, but it means he's got to do a good job not getting poked off.
Flash.
Good flash, but also a nice force there from Takui. They are going to lose their top lane tower again. That W Max Trundle, you just crush through towers, especially with Divine Thunder. You have the Sheen proc, your Q works on towers, your auto reset, and you get all that free attack speed. So one of the best, if not maybe the best jungler actually killing towers.
Yeah, I can't think of a better one right now.
Jungle Tristana. Boom.
Belveth, you take Rift
Got
Herald.
me.
Rift Herald Belveth, maybe.
Belveth with our army of little void
Yes.
worms. Baron's getting burned down. Speaking of void worms, though, FlyQuest, they just need to check some vision here. Let's see if they can actually threaten it.
Actually, they're fish. Remora, it's okay.
Fair
we got a
enough.
fight going on.
Void fish?
Philip, yeah. Remora, or I believe a kind of fish.
I think they're still on it. Like,
Yeah, they are.
FlyQuest have got to get in there a little
Damage
bit.
isn't really that high, honestly. I mean, what is their damage on Baron? It's a Seraphine? Bjergsen cannot solo own this, as you've got Whippo back in base anyway.
But I really like this from FlyQuest. Just push them off. Takui is bot lane. They don't need to do anything more than that. Don't look for the hard engage. Just play it smart.
All right, Team Liquid, again, need to get back to those fundamentals that were getting them ahead really effectively in the early game. 40 seconds left on the Dragon.
Ooh, that's danger. You're going to get pillared. I think you can live.
Death cap here.
FlyQuest are actually coming. I think they want to fight this one. They double recalled both solo laners. They don't want to wait for the Dragon Soul fight. They want to fight now. And Team Liquid do have vision control. Let's see about that Seraphine ult.
Where Nautilus is. A little bit of poke damage only to the front line, but it's a good damage to the Aatrox. Needs the Gorge Trigger. Heals back up all the way to full and goes right back to safety, but double flashes down. Whippo has arrived. The flash in. Bjergsen gets a slow. The pull back. The one for nothing. Team Liquid just burned through the front line.
They got to wait out the Swain ult. Now they could actually potentially look for a re-engage here. They still have ultis on Takui and JOSEDEODO. Johnson almost has his, so they might try to utilize this super strong Azir to get in there.
Whipple's still going to mark as well. No flash, no ult, but I mean, he's going to be safe to jump the wall anyway, so it might not matter a lot. JOSEDEODO has to be careful. And there is Spell Shield down. 5k health on the Drake. How does a 5v4 even look? Because Bjergsen running low on mana. In goes the Nautilus. That's Afro. No, it's JOSEDEODO gone. Out goes John to the side. The scoop. But does Tukui find anything to kill at all? Fights Core JT. Needs the shot. Gets a 1. But already the kills are coming through. Team Liquid crushed this fight. It's 4 kills to a single death. And a Drake on top.
They're right back on track, baby. Team Liquid full steam ahead. Dragon number 3 picked up with the extra kill money, too. That is going to get them nicely.
Biggest difference maker is going to be Philip finishing Guardian Angel. Living 30% longer allows him the time to frontline for Azir to hit and get the first reset. And already it's Vi being attacked. No way you're going to look for that one. Whippo claims the kill credit. Looking for a bit more. Oh, that is a really good pillar. Johnson able to jump back away from Nautilus, but of course, JOSEDEODO had gone for the healing cut. Pimp up Chainsword, Squishy, picked off. Philip can jump the wall to the left, does so. Stays alive.
I love that TL didn't overcommit ultis there. You know, they did use a couple, but they saved Hans and Bjergsen, so there's no easy turn here for FlyQuest. They can't just push in and force them down. Bjergsen's going to be on the sides. They have no vision. Core and Bjergsen have to be lurking in the wings, you think.
It dies slowly. That's the question is, okay, how much time do we really have? Bjergsen is on the wing. He's going to find really high damage in Aframu and now looks for a bit more. Johnson will try stopwatch and they're going to try to run away. But Santorin's already here. He's got a slow and he's got a kill on Sama. Gets another 4 to 11 and guess what? We're still full health. Right back on a Baron.
Juke there from Philip. Takui is still alive. The hope for FlyQuest is the Azir. Team Liquid all healing right back up, though. They can keep on starting this objective up. Jose's alive.
Philip does not have much to do. Gordrinker's in for a bit of time, but again, they keep shielding, they keep healing, and the kills cannot happen. Tuk, does he have the way for the ulti? But the health bars, again, they're high enough. Hansama's okay. Azir poke does a lot here. Does someone get over the wall? Can they get anything else going on? Pillar, they get rid of the first little bit. The yoink back. Over the wall goes Whippo, but Vi can combo. Ulti comes in. Can they get this kill? Nearly. He's burning, and he won't quite die. The shield's coming again. Nami tries again. Ulti popped.
Baron, 2.5 thousand.
Leandri's getting low. Smite
he has blast
available.
cone.
And a blast cone. Can it happen? There's no vision. He needs to try, but does he have the way in? Tukui gets Core JJ. 1k health. He's not going to get the steal, but they will get the kill. Down goes 2. Now scoop back. Getting some space now is Tukui.
Hans has no flash. He can't get out of the pit. They got to try to fight their way out.
But, I mean, do they have the damage they're going to try with Johnson? Gets going thin, cleanses, gets back out, but just quickly have the damage. Dives back over the wall, but everyone from TL still here. Santorno's the front line. Here comes the charm. Sidestep. Johnson doesn't have the damage. Nearly goes down, but Bjergsen's in the chase. Gets another one out of mana. And it's now 15-5. Afro, he's slowed. Afro will die. Team Liquid play the Baron bait, and Team Liquid come out with everything.
Had to try to fight their way out as a squad here. They couldn't just leave them.
Yeah, Team Liquid, they know they don't have a lot of range or huge spike damage, but they do have a lot of sustain. And with the Baron buff, here they come.
There's the root. Johnson can try to get away. Knocked up. Will it be enough for Santorin? Quick frontlining in. JOSEDEODO buys enough time. Turret is helping, though. They could lock him in place and try to go for broke, but they're still just too tanky. The shield is still there. DPS may not be high, but guess what? The heals per second are still there. Hansama keeps everyone able to get out.
Yeah, it's the trade of flashes there. Philip looking for the Q flash onto Hans. He just responds with a flash of his own. But you can never look for the hard engage until Swain ulti is down, and Bjergsen is being so patient with it. It feels almost impossible for Jose to have an impact.
29 minutes, that soul is up. Dragon Soul available. We'll meet you right back here. Team Liquid gonna burn it down. Mountains have the most health. They will take the longest to kill.
And there's no way. They're like, we've taken too long. They don't know what the health bar is, but they're like, it was too much fog. We couldn't find anything. So out they go. Mountain so claimed. You thought it was hard to kill Team Liquid already. Only 5 kills on the map so far for FlyQuest. It has got a whole lot tougher.
Yeah, the only one who can really do anything is Takui. He does have that death gap, but the rest of the team around him really has no threat. You know, we're not even on 2 items yet for Philip. It's 3 items for Bjergsen, 3 items for Hans here. You know, the efficiency on their side is so high. Johnson has not really been able to get super involved, and even some of his callings are just getting pillared out by Santorin, which is really his only way to join the fight.
Decent damage, though. Will it matter? Not really. Oh, here's the Yonk. This could be so much damage, and Jose will fall again. Ult does nothing. Scoop to the side, only buys some space. Not as ult is going to land, but there's still a front line to kill, and they're going to get another couple more. 3-0, and now there's no fight left in FlyQuest. It is fight or flight, and it is just running away, true to the name. Now onto the next turrets they go. First one to be attacked, 5v0 realistically. Nothing else can be done. Team Liquid again in control of this game. The comp looked good. Answering the Vi with a bunch of meatballs, and indeed, she got chopped up. So down goes the Nexus. Down goes game 3. Team Liquid up 2-1.
Series points here acquired for Team Liquid. Is that great? You had fun in game number 1, FlyQuest. But now the veterans are getting serious. Back-to-back wins, early snowball. Bjergsen already with the momentum. Bop, bop, bop. They're looking for game number 3.
Yep.
I think the draft was just so smart from TL. You know,